Hey everybody, it's Laura. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a Power Sheets video. If you're new here, you probably haven't seen one of these videos because I haven't done one for a while. Yeah, that's because I haven't touched my Power Sheets in a while. This is a beautiful planner. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a planner. There are monthly calendars in here, but it's mostly a goal-setting planner. And I haven't touched this planner since October. I didn't realize it had been since October. I thought I finished out October and I just didn't do them in November. And now it's like early-ish December and I'm like, okay, I'll get back into it. But I was flipping through and I realized I didn't even finish October. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it. But yeah, and then we'll talk about what is happening in 2021 because it's gonna be different. So different, you guys. I'm pumped up. I'm so excited, and oh my gosh. So I have my next one. The next one. Yes. Okay. So first of all, this is the 2020 Power Sheets. They do have different covers. And then I have my 2021 Power Sheets. We're going to talk about both. I will leave my link up here if you just want to see like what is in the planner. I will link the 2021 because obviously you're probably not going to buy the 2020 version. So yeah, let's flip to where I left off, I guess. So yeah, here's the Prepare Well page. You guys, I did this. I lost a few pounds. Oh my God. Very exciting. Okay, anyways. Look at that calendar. Yup. Okay, anyways, so 8 workouts. Apparently I did that. Call grandma, didn't do. Send cards. I did some. So I write my cards like over on this side as far as what I need to do. Kristen didn't get back to me until November, I believe. Like I have the cards with me now that I need to respond to. So that's why I don't think I got back to her. I brought my will and power of attorney home with me now in November. Well, it's December now, but I brought them home in November when I came home, so I can hopefully get them signed while I'm here. And then I sent Tamara's present in November. I didn't do giveaways yet. I'll have to do those in January. And then I sent my niece's present in November. So those got done. They just didn't get done in October like they should have. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I think I started reading it in October, but then I had it like on e-loan from the library and the like deadline came up and I hadn't finished it because I read like 2 chapters. So I had to return it and then I had to wait like a month and a half before I could have it checked out again. And it came back like yesterday. So I checked it out again today and I have 21 days to finish it. So now that I'm home and work is going to be ending soon, yeah, hopefully like that'll be the goal, is to read that. This is Hunger Games, like book 4, like part of the Hunger Games series. So I will start reading that again. I don't know if I actually brought Thrive, the book Thrive, home with me on this trip. I don't know if I did or not, but I do have other books with me. And Bible, I don't know. You guys, as soon as I put it in my Power Sheets, I stopped doing it. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with that. It's weird how that happens, right? Like you are like all jazzed about a goal and then you put it on paper and then you stop doing it. So I'm not exactly sure what went wrong with that. Like I had an app and it was like I was doing it every day and then I put it in my Power Sheets and it was like stopped. So yeah, I don't know, like all motivation for that went down the drains. So I don't know if I just took on too much or too many expectations, or I'm not sure. So I'm just kind of letting that one sit on the side right now, and I'm not worrying about it. So, yeah. Anyways, budget check-ins, I apparently didn't do. Did I even finish this list? Oh, cards. Okay. Family and friend interactions. I colored half of it. I have no idea if I finished that or not. I couldn't tell you. Reading, like I said, I read a little, but I didn't clearly read 2 books because I didn't check anything off over there. Baking challenge, I was supposed to make homemade oatmeal cream pies. I never did that. I researched my baking challenge for Q4. It was like this roll-up dessert of some kind. I can't remember what was in it. And it's saved on my other computer, like back in Colorado, so I don't even know what it was. But I researched it, and then I would have made it in like November and December, one of the 2 months, but I probably won't make it while I'm at my parents' house, and I'm trying to lose weight, so probably not going to actually make either of those. And that's kind of why I never actually really made Q3's baking challenge either, because it was kind of like, I'm really actually trying to lose weight. Like, I don't know if I should be making all these cookies, but my mom and I will probably make Christmas cookies. So, and my mom made like apple pie, and she made apple crisp recently. So I've had a lot of treats, and yeah, so I don't need to make more treats. So we're going to just kind of let that go, and it's fine. Like, I'm totally okay with it. I have the recipes if I ever get inspired to want to make them, which is fine. It's cool. I'm okay with it. Like I said, I brought the will and power of attorney sheets home so I can get them signed. I did go to the dentist. That was exciting. I had to have follow-up dentist appointments. Yep. I never did reprint my Launchpad planner. I don't know what I'm doing with those types of goals right now either. They're very important. I just don't know, in my mental space and mental capacity right now, I don't know where they're fitting in. I don't know. I don't know how they're fitting into my life at the moment. It might be just part of my reading goal instead of something that I'm like, I don't know. That and Bible are mishmashy in my head right now. And they might just be part of reading. So we'll see. Anyways, budget check-in I didn't do. Cleaning, I guess I was pretty good with my cleaning. I did not start watching Star Wars, and I did watch a few Halloween movies. I watched Halloween Town, and I watched Christmas, Nightmare Before Christmas. Other than that, I don't think... Oh, I watched Hocus Pocus. Maybe I had this one empty, but maybe I was supposed to color that one in. Yeah. And then I do track, this is not separate from this workout. This daily workout tracker down here is just so I can count them at the end, so that I know how many to color in up here, because really it's a monthly task for how many workouts, not a daily task item, but I do, need to count them. So that's why it's down there. But it's the same tracker. Anyways, moving on. This is gonna be a long video. So yeah, this is where I found out that I had left off. So I wrote the date today, and I wrote that I didn't fill this out. This is my life, or my month in review, and I don't remember October. I don't remember like 2 weeks ago. So I'm not going to fill this out because I literally couldn't tell you. Yeah. You know what I should write down though? No, that would be November that I lost weight. From October to November, I lost weight. So there's that. Yeah. And then this would be November. So this would have been like pre-November, my November monthly, and all of these holidays I put in like at the beginning of the year. So I didn't do that in November. I didn't decorate it. And then my attending list is nada. And then I wrote a note. I didn't fill any of this out. So there's that. And then December I did today. So I didn't do this. I guess I could have. Okay. So being home for the holidays. Hopeful that I can lose more weight. Okay, on my mind, isn't really a stress, but just a how to manage it is working in YouTube while here. Hopeful that I can still lose weight, even though I'm here eating, and holidays, right? Like that's a whole thing. But I am excited to be here for the holidays. And then important to-dos, tasks or projects to get done this month. I guess just finishing the semester. And starting semester 2 prep for work because we got to get all that done. And then Advent stuff, prep for new planner year because new planners in 2021, right? You guys, I'm working on my list of like all my planners and what they're for, and I think I have it figured out. Doing Cultivate Your Year live this past Monday really helped with that, so I think I know. I did not decorate my planner calendar here, but whatever. Okay, so December. Cards and gifts I have right now. Kristen and my niece Maya. I don't need to mail her gifts, but I ordered her. I brought home gifts. I already took those to my brother's. Well, to his girlfriend's house, but they're going to my brother's. And then I ordered 2 more things, and I'll probably order something else. So got to finish up her gift. I need to write back to my friend Kristen, and then I have a whole bunch of students. Oh my God. I've mailed some. I need to check to see if I have more that need to be mailed now. And then reading, that's the book, the same book, Ballad of Songbird and Snakes, like I said, that I just rechecked out from the library. So that's the main book, because the other book that I haven't started reading any other books. So that's the main one that I want to work on. And then here, my encouraging words. I wrote The Magic of Christmas Never Ends, and its greatest of gifts are family and friends. I just found that online. It was on some greeting card, like online greeting card website. I thought that was really cute. And my top priority is enjoying time with family because I am home for the holidays and it is Christmas time. So very excited. Okay, my typical 8 workouts. My parents do have a treadmill and a like recumbent bike, I think is the name of it. So, and my mom has like a lot of workout DVDs. I don't know. I usually don't work out when I'm here because it's really awkward. Like my mom makes it very awkward whenever I like want to work out. Like it's like a big production if I go work out instead of just like letting me work out and like not saying anything about it. But who knows, maybe I'll do a workout. I need to call my grandma, especially because it's her birthday this month. I did find out it's on the 17th if you watched that other video where I mentioned it. Like I said, I do need to send a bunch of cards. I have sent a bunch already because I've had so many kids that have birthdays. Students. For friend and family interactions, which is mostly like texting them, calling them, birthdays, holiday wishes, that kind of thing. Reading 2 books, so that one plus another one hopefully, and then getting this signed and notarized. I need to watch some Christmas movies for sure. My parents are not like super into that, so I need to make sure that I'm like watching them on my own because like it's something I like to do and it's not something that they do. So I'm gonna be like off in my room watching Christmas movies on my own. So yeah, but because I enjoy it, like, and it's seasonal, like I want to make sure I'm doing that. And then here's my workout count down here. So it's the 9th. Yep, there we go. Okay, anyways. And then we have the month in review, which hopefully I will make it to. And then we do have a celebrating 2020. You guys, I did have a lot of good things happen to me this year, like honest to goodness. But this is going to be hard. First of all, this whole year feels like it's all the same, right? Like it's really hard to distinguish one thing from the next. And 12 things that were good. 12? 12 good things. 12. Oh my God. One from each month. You guys, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So that's the end of those power sheets. We're going to leave them open to this because this is where I normally leave them open. We are at the end of the O-ring, and it's awful, you guys. It's awful. Anyways, okay. So this is my 2021 power sheets. When I purchased this, you had the option to purchase a ticket to something called Cultivate Your Year Live, which was the like digital version of their like event, I guess, last year, or I don't know how many years they've done it, but last year it was in person, and it was like a one-day conference to basically fill out the prep work for your power sheets. And I forget where they had it last year, but it was a one day like planner conference basically. And I didn't go because I didn't know about it, first of all, until like after the fact. And secondly, I don't have money like that to travel. Like I don't have that kind of money set aside to like travel for planner conferences and things like that. But when I heard about the digital one, I was like, okay, that might be something I'm interested in. I'm not sure how much I'm going to get out of it for like a digital whatever, but I'm pretty comfortable like trying out this whole like digital conference, whatever this is going to be. I thought it was going to be a Zoom conference, to be perfectly honest with you. And secondly, it was on sale if you bought it the day of launch. And I knew I was going to get power sheets again. Each day comes and I buy my power sheets and I purchase a ticket, and it was for December 7th. It's a Monday, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to take a day off of work. Although they did say like you were gonna be able to watch it later if you couldn't make it live. And I was like, okay, well, that's a good option, because I thought I was gonna be teaching in person. But I have, personal days or whatever. And then teaching online, I was like, okay, well, I can take a personal day and I don't even need a sub. So that's easy because I don't need permission to take a personal day. If I don't need a sub, like I can just take it. And when I say like, it was exactly what I needed and I didn't know I needed it. That was like what everybody was saying. Like, I can't even tell you how many times I heard people say that, put it on Instagram. We had like a special Facebook group for Cultivate Your Year Live. So many people said that. There was a chat, like a live chat while we were watching. So basically it wasn't like Zoom. So the presenters could see each other somehow. And we could see them live, but they couldn't see us. We weren't on camera. And we had a chat and we could see them live. They could put up like screens and timers and things like that, music. It was beautifully done. Like it was seamless. It was so well done. They could like split screen themselves. Like it was so professional, you guys. Like I cannot even tell you. It was like a million times more professional than like a Zoom call. So motivating. The music was beautiful. It was so amazing. We had 2 Broadway stars. We had like Aladdin and Mr. Aaron Burr, sir. Like, oh my God. I cannot even tell you. Lakin talked to us. Yeah, like unreal, you guys. Laura Casey and her team. Laura Casey's the creator of Power Sheets. Like, and her team, they are so positive and so uplifting, so motivating, and just friendly and adorable. Like, just so sweet. And like, the chat was so positive, and everybody was so real and honest, and like just laying their hearts bare. And you guys, I cannot even tell you the depth of what is in here right now is, oh my gosh. Like, some of the things I wrote, I was just like, okay, like I knew that was in me, but I kind of just like shoved it down for a long time. Or was like, yeah. Like, we're just gonna pass by that emotion or that thought or whatever. We're not dealing with that. We dealt with it. We're dealing with it in 2021. So I'm not gonna show you everything. We're just gonna flip by some pages because this is real personal, and I'm not gonna dwell. Like, I just can't. Because like I said, some of it's really personal. So we'll spend some more time. Like, we'll spend time on my goals because you guys are gonna see my goals over and over again. But some of the like what it took to get me to my goals, we're not gonna necessarily dwell there because it's painful, and I don't necessarily want to share all the background, and I can't necessarily like explain all of it. Like, I don't know, you know? So anyways, this is my 2021 power sheets. It's time for a fresh start, you guys. 100%. Let 2020 go. Let it go. Just let it go. I put in these stickers, Laura. 12/7. That's the day. That was the conference. And the hearts are from Lacey, my friend Lacey. These stickers are from, I think, an Erin Condren teacher sticker book, maybe. I think that's where I got those. This was like a task they had us do to rate our life right now. From low to high, they had us rate how anxious we were, how emotionally ready we were for today, and how focused we were for today. At 8:19, at least for me, in that time zone, it was 8:19 in the morning. And then we had like a little dance party, and they wanted us to rate again. But after the dance party, so because they couldn't see us in the morning, I like took a shower, but I like didn't do any of my makeup or anything like that. But I put like a face mask on, and I was like I have like a little towel with like Velcro around it. So it's like a little towel dress. I was like chilling in my little towel dress, and I had my little face, like a sheet mask on. And I was just like chilling during the beginning of it, like during all of this. So after our dance party, I was like, maybe I should get dressed. So I didn't do that part. Because I was getting dressed, if you want to know. Anyways, these are the power sheets. So basically during the conference, during the live, Laura Casey walks you through the prep work of your power sheets, and she's setting timers, she's talking you through things, she's telling you to keep going, she's giving you motivation, personal stories, other members of her team are giving you stories, they're giving you quiet time to work, they're putting music on, again, the chat is going, they're doing giveaways, they're having you share things, they're having you think about and reflect on things, they're having you use your stickers. There's a page of stickers in the front, and there's like a challenge to use all your stickers, which was really fun. And then I pulled out other stickers from my past to use those more, which was also good. So yeah, they just keep you going, which is really, really great. So some of the things that they shared: purpose is what matters, not your plans. So like making sure, sorry, you can't see that, making sure like it wasn't what you planned to do. It was like, what's in your heart? Like, what is the purpose of what you're trying to do? What's your direction? What is your overall motivation? Not what is the like pretty written goal. Because the intention of like, I'm going to lose 50 pounds, like, sure, whatever. But the like, why? What's the purpose? What's your reasoning? Why do you want to do that? What is the benefit? Who is it benefiting? Like all of those things. That's what matters. Like, what is the life that you want to live because you're losing that weight, or whatever goal it is. Developing a stronger friendship, developing your marriage, reducing your, I don't know, impulsivity, or, whatever the case may be. That's the purpose, and that's the part that matters. So that's the part we want to cultivate, not like making pretty plans. So that's what we were getting at. So here we were doing, what do you want to cultivate? We were writing thoughts. So I wanted to get that $1,000 emergency fund savings back. I want to eventually have 3 full months of my salary saved. I want to fully create my sinking funds again, because that totally fell by the wayside. I looking back in my old power sheets, I didn't realize I had written down a gratitude practice, because I did not do that at all in 2020. But I want to create a gratitude practice. I didn't really read a lot in 2020, but I do want to read 12 books in 2021. And then I had some health goals here, and I kind of wrote some like, what are the outcomes of those health goals here? And then I want to donate blood. Let's see. This was like comparison, and then like about yourself. How do you feel? What fires you up? You guys do. My YouTube channel. You guys are amazing. And then you had to rate yourself. So you're rating your health, friends, finances, your spiritual or personal growth, your spouse or focal relationship. So focal relationship, it might be your roommate, it might be your mom, it might be your best friend, it might be your uncle, it might be your brother, whoever is like the main person in your life. I didn't put anybody because most of mine would fall under family or friends, but yeah, family and friends covers it for me. Like or work. I don't have anybody besides that. Like, I don't have a main person. So I wrote so alone. But family, friends, work, and then recreation. And they said, don't worry if like you have all low numbers, because that means you have a lot of room for growth, which is like an awesome place to be. And then you can place stickers on places that you want your priorities to be. You don't have to, like, you can create a goal for each of these categories, but you don't have to. What I did last year and what I'm going to do this year is I do create tasks for some of these categories, because these are things that are important to me. Like these categories are important to me. So even though I don't have a goal for friends and family are still vitally important to me. And I have tasks to do each month that I do because I want to maintain those categories, but I don't feel like I need a goal to try to improve or fix those categories or make progress in those categories. But I do have tasks to maintain those categories. And what I discovered this past year is that most of my power sheets were writing down tasks to maintain those categories and not goals to improve, because I did not dig deep enough in my power sheets. And I kind of did. I skirted around the edges, but I didn't push myself enough in my power sheets last year. I didn't actually go to the place I needed to go. And I flirted with the edges, and I didn't take that step. I didn't take that leap of faith to say, this is what I'm going to do, and this is the goal I'm actually going to try to accomplish. And I think part of it is because I was scared to like actually work on it and like actually try to do those things. But I'm a different person now, and I'm excited because now those things, like, I've realized my joy instead of dread. And I've just realized a lot of different pieces about myself and how they fit together over the past year. Maybe year and a half with being really, really sick and battling a lot with my mental health, and like where are those things that make me happy, and where are those things that make me spiral out of control, and how I have to bring myself back up. Like, how do I bring myself back up? Like, what are those things that are going to bring me to stable again instead of low? And I don't want to be low. I don't think anybody wants to be low. So discovering what those things are, and even if they're weird to like maybe other people or society or whatever, they work for me, and I'm like, okay, I need to embrace that. And that is happiness, I guess, to me. So that's what I need to frame in my mind as joy. And we'll talk about it more as I keep going. Anyways, you rate yourself currently, and then you just write about it. And then you pick your categories. It says place a sticker on 3 areas that you most want to cultivate. And that's where you want to focus. But obviously you can create a goal for every category if you want. But for me, I'm just doing 3 because they go together. Here you did what worked in the last year, people you're grateful for, what didn't work, and lessons you learned. Yeah. And then get ready and break free. What did you decide that you can't do? Who are you really? And then what happens if you move past the fear? And it was a big, like, decide that you can. Do you decide that life is flying by? What's the big picture? What will have mattered and what won't have mattered in like 80 years or whatever? And who do you want to be? Your cultivated year, like what's your legacy? Yeah. And then what's your yes and your no list? So what are you saying yes to and what are you saying no to? And then Grace and Grit, that was somebody from the chat. I loved that. Or Grace, I think she said Grace through grit or something like that, but somehow there was Grace and Grit. And then what's putting it all together? What's your best year? What do you most want to cultivate in 2021? So you kind of boil it down. And then it was like, boom, set your goals. So this is where we're at. Create your rough draft of your yearly goals. So again, I had my 3 priorities: my health, my finances, and my personal stuff. I may add more. Like if I get into a relationship, I may have like a focal relationship goal. I might need to have a work goal. If I go back to in-person teaching in fall, I won't in spring. But who knows, like we'll see. So I picked those 3 categories and I put a little my priority sticker by them. And then I broke down the stuff underneath them. So under health, I have Pilates / moving my body more, because currently my Pilates studio is shut because of the pandemic. So I can't count on Pilates, but that would be like a 50-minute class. But if I'm just moving my body, I'm giving myself a little leeway because I'm like, I don't think I can like force myself to do a 50-minute workout. Like, I'm not that good. So I said 20 or more minutes, and I wrote 10 a month here, but you'll see how I broke that down. And then I am on like this weight loss journey with a medical weight loss doctor. So I said health book or healthy meals, and there is a cookbook on Amazon that I want to get to make that easier, as far as like, I'm not a good cook. I don't like cooking. So we'll talk about that. Water intake, obviously super important, but I'm also on a medicine where like water is super important. So definitely need to make a water goal, like at the forefront, because I need to keep track of my water. And then definitely getting outside. I wrote 1 time a week because there are weeks that I don't go outside 1 time a week, and that's probably really bad. So yeah. Okay. Finances, like I said, sinking funds, emergency fund, and then having that 3-month salary. And I wrote saved, but then I was like, girl, you're not going to have 3 months of your salary saved in this 2021, but I want to plan, and I want to start on it in November, because if I save $100 a month, I can have $1,000 in 10 months, which would take me through October. And then I could start on this in November. And then I want to make an actual budget for my discretionary spending, because sometimes I'm like, okay, I make a budget, this is what I have, and then I just like say, and all the rest that I can spend on whatever. But I feel like that gets me like out of control, because then I'm like, I don't actually track what I'm spending. So I'll get like takeout, I'll spend on stickers, I'll spend on clothes, and I don't track any of it. And then I'm spending on food and stickers and clothes and makeup and X, Y, and Z in a month. And I'm like, I didn't pay attention to any of it. So I might have spent, $100 on clothes and stickers, but I only really had $100 to spend. And it's like, girl, you can't spend on both. So I need to actually figure that out and be like, okay, you cannot spend like that much money on these things. So yeah. Okay. And then personal, reading 1 book a month for fun. And I emphasized for fun because, like I said, with the Bible and things like that, like as soon as I write it in my planner, I'm like, nope, not doing it. So, and I've had that with my reading challenges before. And I just want to read for fun. So that's why the Black Lives Matter, Launchpad planner stuff and the Bible stuff, I'm like, I don't know where this is fitting right now, because those are like not work things, but like those are mentally taxing things, hard things, that are not fun things. And this personal category, like this reading is for fun because I love to read. And this is a spot where like I have a lot of guilt about reading for fun, and I always feel like I should be doing something else, and I need to allow myself to read for fun. And that is purposely why it is in here, where it's like, okay, you need to be reading for fun because it is something you love to do. So I need to develop that habit and that practice in my life again, that is just part of who I am, because I used to be a voracious reader and I barely read anymore because I have so much guilt around it. And I don't read until I'm home at my parents' house on a break. Like even now when I'm home, I haven't read anything because I'm still on my work, like on my work school year. And I'm not on break yet, so I haven't read anything. So I need to work through that, and I need to like become a reader again, and just allow myself to take time to read for fun. So that's something I just need to work on. So that's why that Bible and like Black Lives Matter challenge reading stuff is just kind of on hold at the moment. Okay. And then I need to develop my self-worth. I don't know how. If you have ideas, please leave them down below. I know this video is long and you may not have even reached this part of the video yet, but if you have any ideas of something I can work on, like I want to do one main thing per month to either be a task or a challenge. It might be something like maybe not like a 1-day thing. It might be something I have to work on over multiple days or, over the whole month or whatever it might be. I have no idea, but I need something to work on my self-worth. Yeah, plain and simple. And I'm going to have to do this every month for the whole year. So self-worth, challenge, task, something. If you have ideas, leave it down below. Then, like I said, I want to start a gratitude practice. I am going to have a separate planner to be working on a lot of these things. And my gratitude is going to be in that planner. So I think I'll have a spot every day because it's a weekly planner. So I should have room every single day to be writing gratitude in that planner, in a very, very beautiful, beautiful way, where I can use a lot of my stickers that are not currently getting used without using sticker kits, without buying more stickers. I can use a ton of washi and a ton of my current stickers, and I'm very excited. And it will be a beautiful keepsake, like, after the fact. You guys, I'm so pumped. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, so that'll be, it's just written in here, like, these were ideas. And then I want to donate blood. I think it'll be about 6 times a year. That's my, like, minimum. I think you can do it every 8 weeks, and hopefully I won't have any issues because I could not donate plasma. I had issues trying to donate plasma, so I didn't have issues the last time I tried to donate blood, but we'll see. So hopefully I can donate plasma 6 times this year, but like I said, it's every 8 weeks, so that's approximately every other week or every other month. So hopefully I can do 6 times minimum. Okay, anyways, moving on. So here are my goals. So I did this before I even had goals, like whatever. I put in all of the colors from those previous pages where you rank, and I put in the categories, and then I put in the colors, and this is what I ended up with. So I only ended up with 3 goals, and because they were in those 3 categories and I clumped things together, I had to make wording that was overarching for all of the, like, mini goals. So how could I word all of this together? So I said, make intentional choices to better my health, make decisions towards financial security, choose to invest in myself through reading, self-worth, tasks, gratitude, and donation, meaning donation of, like, blood donation. It could be like monetary or clothing or, whatever also, but specifically donating blood. These are not the, like, final wording of my goals later, but this is where it started. And then vision board, we did do, they had a vision board, like, session, and they taught us how to do a digital vision board, and yeah, so I did one. I need to finish it and, like, print it out, but I did a digital vision board. I prefer, like, cutting out magazines and stuff. Like, that's really, really fun. It can take forever, and I didn't have anything like that here, so I did a digital one. I got a Pinterest and started searching things, but I need to finish things, but yeah, it'll make its way on here eventually. If you want to see it, let me know down below, and then I'll show it to you when I do, like, my February, maybe. Okay, word of the year is also not done. I'm guessing it's going to be self-discipline, but I kind of have some words. These are, like, ideas of words that were floating around. It's only December 9th right now, so I'm going to let it kind of simmer for a while. Typically, I'll start, like, seeing the word over and over again, or I'll start, like, feeling a certain way about a word, or it'll just start, like, popping out to me, that kind of thing. And I'll just feel really connected with it. So, like I said, self-discipline, I'm pretty sure is going to be my word, but I'm not 100% yet. So other words that I was considering was worthy, control, faith, embrace, gratitude, intention, quality, habit, routine. I don't know. Self-discipline is, I'm pretty sure, the word, though. One of the quotes that I found on Pinterest when I was making my vision board was, self-discipline is when your conscious tells you to do something and you don't talk back. And you know what I loved about that quote is the realization, like, when I was doing this conference, I was like, oh my God, like, I wish I had a motivational speaker, like, all the time, like, yeah, like, pump me up and make me feel good and blah, blah, blah. And when I read that quote, I was like, oh my God, Laura, you have a personal motivational speaker every day. You just don't listen to her. Like, the person that gives you your to-do list in your head every day is your motivational speaker, because I am the type of person who, when I'm doing my to-do list and I'm checking those things off, that is when I feel my very best. So even though there are hard things on my to-do list or things I don't want to do, when I am doing them or getting them done, I feel my best. And that is my motivation. That is one of the things, the biggest things I learned about myself this year, is that no matter how much I dislike doing something, getting it done is better than not doing it, because that is just who I am as a person. Like, that's just what drives me. Like, that being good, like that being the person who gets it done, that can be counted on, that can get the job done, that is dependable, that is stable, that is like trustworthy, that is all of those things. And that is who I always used to be. And I don't know when I stopped being that person, but I don't like not being that person. It doesn't make me feel good at all. And having that self-discipline of just like, this is what I need to do, get it done. This is what I do, get it done. This is what I do, get it done. And that's how I am at work. Like, I am excessively efficient at work, and people are just like, oh my God, like, what, how do you do that? But I'm not at all in my personal life. And somehow with work, because other people depend on it, I can like I don't do it for them necessarily, but somehow because there's that, I don't know, like, I still have like the intrinsic motivation of like, I need to do a good job just for me. Like, I don't care if anybody tells me that I'm doing a good job. Like, I do not need that at all. Like, my work sends these emails that are like, hey, this person did an amazing job, or like, hey, these people are like staff person of the month. Like, and then everybody does these like reply alls, and I'm like, that is mortifying. Like, I don't even answer them because I'm like, I just can't. Like, I can't do it. That's not me at all. Like, I do not want that kind of accolades, I guess. But in my personal life, there's no pressure of somebody else seeing me do anything. And I don't do anything successfully, I guess, if nobody else has ever seen it. Like, I have such a hard time. I don't know. It's really hard to explain. Like, I wouldn't clean my house unless like a guy was coming over, because like I had such a hard time finding that motivation. But I didn't function unless my house was clean. So like, I would go for so long not functioning properly because I couldn't clean my house for myself. Like, I didn't feel worthy enough to have a house clean for myself. Like, I just wouldn't do it. Like, I, honest to God, couldn't do it just for myself. And I don't know if I didn't feel like I deserved it or what, but anyways, I wouldn't get it done until like I knew somebody was going to see it. And yeah, like I couldn't do it just for myself. Like, it was so hard. I don't know. It's really sad. So I'm working on the self-worth part of it, but I have recognized that the self-discipline part of it makes me feel really good. I also understand that like having a clean home makes me feel really good and really productive, and checking things off my list makes me feel really good and really productive, and that I deserve those things regardless of if somebody else is seeing my life or in my life or anything. I still deserve those things, even if I'm alone the rest of my life. I still deserve to have what I want in my life, reading as fun, watching seasonal movies, having a clean house. Like, I still deserve to have and do all of those things. And I never realized that before, ever. I didn't think I was allowed any of that. So, yeah. So the self-discipline is going to help me do those things, and the self-worth piece is going to, I don't know. Do you guys see how it all goes together? Major breakthroughs, you guys. Major. Hey guys, it's Editing Laura here, and this video was way too long. There's like another 45 minutes of footage. So we're cutting here, and we're calling this part 1. And then part 2 is gonna come next. So, or like later. I'll upload that later. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell, and then you'll find out when part 2 is uploaded. In part 2, we're going to go through my action plan and see what my final goals are. And then we're going to go through all of the prep for January, including my January calendar and my tending list, which is where like you do all of the goal tracking. And you'll see how I turned my tending list from tasks into what I'm actually doing for my goals. So hopefully you can see the difference from what I started with, what I showed you in December, and if you've seen any of my other Power Sheets videos, to what I'm doing in January. And kind of where I put some of those tasks so that I can still keep track of them, like sending cards. Like, that's still something I want to do. But where I put those versus on my tending list, because my tending list is full of goal things now instead of tasks. So that is what will be in part 2. Please stay tuned. There's lots of good deep stuff still to come, and I hope you guys are hanging in there. I'm sorry this was so deep and maybe a little sad, but I think breakthroughs are good. And you know, it's been a struggle, you guys, like recently, like the past year or two have been really hard for me. So, well, the past year especially was really rough. Like September 2019 to September 2020 was really rough. So that's the year I'm talking about. So when I say a year and a half, that's the year and a half I'm talking about until now, December 2020. Yeah, but moving forward, that's all you can do, right? Thank you so much for joining me. I love you all, and I hope you're doing well. If you are part of the Power Sheets community, I would love to know what you guys are working on. What are your goals? Are you doing Power Sheets for 2021? Did you do Cultivate Your Year live? I'd love to know your thoughts. Were you motivated? Have you watched it live? Are you doing the replay? Are you in goal school? All the things. Tell me down below. And like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you're notified when part 2 is up, and I will leave a link in the bottom bar if you're watching this at a later time so you can access it right away, and I'm sure it will be linked on the screen somewhere. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye.